What's up, y'all? I would like to introduce y'all to another episode of the Dress Code. It's your boy Bruhman from the 5th floor alongside the lovely
Ashley from the Stylish Local.
Okay, and today we have a very special guest in the building. We have
Very special.
like this is
Oh man,
very special.
oh man.
Brooklyn's very own.
Brooklyn's very own. Like nah. I'm not gonna box my brother in. New York's
Very fair.
very own.
Very fair.
New York's
I like
very
that.
own.
I like that. New
Low
York's
key
very
about
own.
to go international.
Definitely, I see him going international with.
For
Wait,
sure.
talk about you did Atlanta before, right?
Yeah, I did Atlanta,
Yeah.
Dubai.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Hold on, wait. That was another thing we had to get into because he wanted me to do something for Dubai. We gonna talk about that later.
Right.
But ladies and gentlemen, no further introduction. We have Correy, Mr. Big Correy K in the building. Let me get a round of applause.
What up, y'all? What up?
Here we go.
First off, I want to say congrats on y'all going with y'all dreams and doing
Thank
this
you.
show.
Thank
It's
you.
amazing.
Thank
We
you.
need this. We need more of
We
these.
need this.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Yes.
We're very excited to be completely
It's
honest.
gonna be dope.
I'm
It's gonna be
very
dope.
So when we started the idea of the podcast, the first thing that it's a fashion-based podcast,
Right.
evidently, and one of the we touch on different aspects of all sorts of the fashion realm. You know, we have streetwear, we do formal, we do casual, we do you feel me, and then you got people like me, you know, urban. You feel me? So you got streetwear, but then you got urban. You feel me? And for years, you throw the biggest event, the
Absolutely.
Met Gala for the ghetto,
Hello.
for the hood.
Hello.
You feel me?
It's our Met Gala.
This is our Met Gala. This is the only man who gonna get blood, crip, and folk in a suit and tuxedo, and we gonna get along
That's a fact.
For this one night.
for this one night. We gonna do it
Yeah.
forever one day, but we get along for this one night, and we come together and we show love. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the man who started this all. He has an amazing team behind it. Corey, tell us about yourself and tell us how it started. Give us your humble
Absolutely.
beginnings.
My name is, like you said, Correy. Like it started was
I had to air him out with
what's
that.
crazy is it's my 20th anniversary. It's my 20th year doing
20
doing
20 years
events.
is a
20
long
years,
time.
man. A long time.
That's a beautiful
Started
run.
with the tennis skirt, Lacoste shirt party.
Oh my God,
like-
I remember those.
yeah. She was there. And like it was crazy, man. So to see where we at now and to see us still rising and still here doing dope stuff is like amazing. It's a blessing. Thank God for it every day. And I switched my name over probably like 10 years ago because I knew what type of rooms I wanted to be in.
Gangster.
And I knew I couldn't go to like Pepsi or Hennessy Moet and say my name is Corey. Like, they'll be like, oh,
fair.
who's this killer? Like, you know what I'm saying?
And what is a shot to
So
me?
what is it? You know what I mean? So I knew I had to switch my style up, and I see myself. What's crazy is people always say, "Did you ever see yourself being here?" And I always say, "Yeah." Like I did see it from a young age that this is where I wanted to be. This is what I wanted to do. I knew exactly the route I wanted to take to get where I had to be, and I just took those steps. And you know, it was hard to get to this point. It was hard to get people to dress up. Like, even at first, I remember I didn't want to go to the city because I'm like, yo, nobody's going to
Nobody's
drive to
gonna
Manhattan.
come,
Like,
yeah.
who goes to Manhattan? And now look, you know what I'm saying?
They outside.
And even when I first started Black Excellence, I'm like, nobody's going to dress up. Are people really going to wear a suit? And it was tough in the beginning
Wasn't that?
because we do what we know. Like, we wasn't used
Yeah.
to seeing ourselves dress up like that, especially in our 20s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Only for like weddings or funerals, really.
Exactly.
Or graduations or some
Yeah.
shit. But it took a while for it to build up. But as I just kept strong with it and kept pushing it, people understood. Like, there's people who are my friends who I turned away and said, you can't come in because, you know, you're not dressed the part.
And you had to.
Yeah,
hold
they
to
get
your
mad in the beginning, but
standards.
eventually people
They catch the vision.
they catch the vision, and now they be having niggas dressing better than me at my own party. Like, it's so amazing to see people get fly and dress up for that one night, and it just changes. Like, Black Excellence to me is bigger than a party. It's a lifestyle. It's a vision. It's everything that, like, about me. I want to engulf Black Excellence. The way I dress, the way I eat, the way I travel, everything. And when you put on a suit, you're just in a different mindset, man. Like,
Absolutely.
I done seen people get their wives from Black Excellence.
Wow.
Yeah, people got
that's
married from it.
nice.
People got jobs from it. Like,
Girl, why we
even like you said, the
still single.
gangsters from Brooklyn, they coming out wearing suits, and now you can't stop them from putting on a suit,
Yeah.
right? Like, you know what I mean?
I love it.
Yeah.
They
it's-
see that. I think they see themselves in a different light.
Yeah,
when
yeah,
they go to
yeah,
Black
yeah. At some
excellence.
point, you got to elevate yourself
No,
and your
absolutely.
mind. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And the type of compliments you get when
Yeah,
you wear
it's also the
a
compliment.
suit,
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? It's different.
That
It's
confidence
different.
that you get. But I want to double back on something that you said, and I feel like for our viewers that it's going to play a major part in how, because it just shifted my whole mindset and how I'm going to start replying to things. You said you saw it. Like how does the journey go? Like, most people be like, did you see yourself doing this 20 years ago? Be like, nah, man.
Yeah,
like,
I never knew
I
I
never
would.
in my wildest dreams. He
Yeah.
said, nah,
I knew it. You had the vision
I
for
seen
yourself.
this.
I seen it.
I had the
I
vision.
seen it.
You feel me?
I had. What's crazy is this is the first time I'm saying this. I was gonna say this for the book, but
Let's
I
talk
give
about
y'all
it.
the
Get into
exclusive.
tea.
I had to be maybe 12 or 11 years old, and when we was in junior high school, we always had big imaginations. That's one thing with me and my friends, and we used to plan parties at lunch. Like, so whoever was the big celebrity at that time, we'll be like, yo, I'm gonna have Laura Winslow at my joint. I'm gonna have Steve Urkel, and my friends used to be like, yo, I'm gonna have Zach Morris. I'm gonna have this, that. So I remember those days of us planning events in our head. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I knew this was something. Bringing people together is just something I love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bringing people together to have a good time. And I had that knack at a young age. Even going on group trips and stuff like that, people always wanted to be around me. People gravitate to me. So that's the reason why I even started throwing parties, because I was popular in high school.
Got you.
So
That's where I first came across Correy.
Yeah.
Was in Canarsie Night School.
Yep. The best night school, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I didn't even go to Canarsie. I went to Murrow.
I heard stories about Canarsie.
Canarsie was the
Canarsie was
greatest, bro.
different.
Best
Canarsie was
parties,
different.
best, the flyest people. Canarsie was dope. But yeah, I actually see myself being bigger than this, but it's not over yet. It's still a journey.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I had to stop beating myself up for not being where I want to be. Like, you gotta appreciate
That's a
you gotta
word.
celebrate the small wins.
Dropping.
And
I
that's
struggle
what I
with
learned
that,
how
so
to
that
do,
is
is
a good
celebrate the
word.
small wins. I would do something great today and be like, damn, I could have did this, or what's next, or I should have did it like this, or I should have been here at this point in my life. Like, you got to celebrate the small wins.
How do you battle celebrating the small wins without becoming complacent with just small wins? Because I feel like that's something that a lot of people may, like
That's
it's
a good point.
you tip that. It's so easy to weeble wobble with certain
Yeah.
things. So how do you balance that out, right?
You see, I think we're just accustomed to putting a lot of pressure on ourselves.
Absolutely,
And what doesn't help is social media.
absolutely not.
It doesn't help because on
The
social media,
worst.
everybody's winning.
Yeah.
But what I like to do is, if I have a big goal, break it down into like 10 steps,
Okay,
8
cool.
steps, 5
Cool.
steps, whatever it is. So I attack it like that. Like Will Smith always say, 1 brick a day. 1 brick a day, eventually you'll have a perfect house. So
I feel like a lot of
That's
us
valid.
just take like one big goal and just be like, if I don't execute this,
That's
if I don't
all
make $1
10
million
steps,
in 1 week, then it's like,
Literally.
come on, you got to
That's
take
me.
the steps to get to the million. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm speaking for me.
Right,
I'll set out
right.
like
We set a lot of
Same.
unrealistic goals
one
out,
big
yo.
goal,
And a lot of
and it
extra
could be
pressure on
solved.
yourself.
It could be accomplished in 10 steps. But if I don't get
Yeah.
all 10 steps in one shot,
Yeah.
I kinda,
You
kinda
think of
beat
it as a
down on
failure.
yourself.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
kinda
yeah,
like-
yeah, yeah.
You have to make
we
it
put too
more
much pressure on
digestible
ourselves.
for yourself. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't think it's like food. You know what I mean? Like, are you going to eat this whole plate right now, or do you want to
Right.
take it little by little?
Not saying don't challenge yourself, but you
No,
got to
but
be
you have to-
realistic
some
too at the
balance.
same time. Yeah.
So how did the name Black Excellence come about? What was the thought process behind naming it that?
Actually, it's from a Jay-Z song. My partner, Skip, gave me the name Black Excellence for the
From
party
Watch
from
Your Throne?
Jay-Z's song Watch Your Throne.
Okay.
Black
Murder to
Excellence.
Excellence. Yeah.
Exactly. So we got it from that.
Listen.
Yeah. That's a good one. We got it from that song, actually.
That
That
makes
song.
sense.
So people, even with like Diddy saying Black Excellence, and a lot of people, they like to say I was like the first one to put it out there, even though me and Diddy is on different scales
you there, they
of
watching.
life. Yeah, of course they
They
watching.
watching.
Of
Always
course
watching.
they watching. But
Especially some-
I like the fact that people associate me with Black Excellence.
Yeah,
You know
like
what I'm saying?
that's
dope.
That's
Yeah.
a beautiful
Absolutely.
a beautiful title. So what made you say I want to do Black Excellence, and I want to call it Black Excellence, but I want to make it suit and tie. I want to make it formal. I want Black people to come out and show out. What was that?
the main
Especially you
thing-
said in the 20s.
The main thing is I like dressing like that.
Okay,
So I
cool.
wanted people to dress like me. And then I
Respectfully.
seen guys like Diddy and guys like Hove that used to do these big elaborate black tie events, and I always say I want to bring this to my people. You know what I'm saying? So I want people to dress like this. I want them to feel like they are a celebrity for that night.
That's
And like I
very
said
valid.
before, it was a mission. Mostly guys,
Yeah.
not and the thing is the education of how to wear a suit, especially with women, and how to wear a dress and how to get it tailored and how like don't wear it with sneakers or certain shit. Not saying you
Unless
can't wear a
it's a sneaker
suit
ball
with sneakers,
or something,
yeah, but for a
but-
black tie event, you want to wear the right suit, shoe, the
Right.
right suit. It got to be tailored right. So it was more the educational part of it over the years, but now it's like it's amazing to see people.
I do want to know, so do you realize what an impact you've had on the way that people actually show up to parties now? Like that the way they get dressed.
I don't think it ever really still hit me. Like people, reality always hits me sometimes when I go certain places and strangers will come up to me and like, yo, you don't know the impact you had on my life and la da 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 and the way I dress, just the way I carry myself, and I'm like, who, me? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard. It's hard for me to accept that, but
Right.
I'm learning more and more every day. Like to like. Even from Shout to Correy days, I added a lot to this nightlife culture, like for the last 20 years, consistently.
A lot of people
Very
don't
consistently.
even realize the mindset, and I don't even think they give the respect, the proper gratitude to guys like you and R.I.P. Coyote. You feel me? For really guys who were in that in the Shot scene, and the type of the foresight that you guys had at 15 years old,
Yeah.
14 years old. Like, we were kids. You feel me? And you had big name guys throwing these, reaching out to people from this school and people from that school. And we grew up. Now, I come from I'm 2006 through 2010 for high school. That was when gang violence, and that's when it was really at like its height.
Its height,
And like
yeah.
at its
Definitely
pinnacle,
at
you
its
feel me?
peak.
Like, you couldn't even walk. Like, I couldn't walk downtown Brooklyn. What hood you from? You from Flatbush? You Crip. It's on site. You couldn't even walk downtown Brooklyn. You couldn't come to certain. You couldn't be blood
Right.
coming on junction sides at
Right.
certain parts of the
Yeah.
day. So for you guys to get all these people in one room, I'm not saying that it was always never no discrepancies, but for the most part, you guys made it happen.
Yeah.
You feel me?
We were the balance.
You were.
We were
You
the
were
balance.
definitely
And
the
I
balance.
just so happened to be, I always been cool with all different walks of life.
all different walks of
So
life.
they, like, these guys always kind of had like a respect for me. Like, all right, if we go to Correy joint, we gonna
relax.
Yeah, it's peace for the
It's
night
peace for
because
the
you know
night.
it's bigger than us.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And also, it's just their respect for you.
Right,
Is like
right.
really the main factor. But I really want to like talk about your evolution from Shot to Corey K, because this is a very important evolution that we need to
it's
discuss. We need
crazy.
to talk about going from Lacoste and tennis skirts on flyers to throwing Black excellence parties that have these amazing themes. Like, talk about it. Just let me know.
You see, the thing is, from young, we always been visual and always been creative. It's just really where you attach it to. I feel like once you're creative, you could attach it to anything and it'll do great.
Gotcha.
But even at the Lacoste days, we were doing $2,000-$3,000 photo shoots, going to the Lacoste store and doing photo shoots with them and getting them involved. So we always had the vision. Like, no matter what I did, I'm gonna elevate it to the 10x power. You know what I mean? If it's Lacoste, if it's black tie, whatever. And as far as making that transition, I just saw more for us. Like, we deserve more. We deserve to be in these elaborate buildings like Capital. Like, it took me so long. People don't even know it took me 7 months just to get that place, because it's so
Like,
it's
you're
so
always
hard to
booked.
get into those type of buildings. Capital is doing 1.5, 2, $3 million weddings. For them to do something like this, like as far as Black excellence, where they're not making what they would have made off of this. They don't have to do it, but
Right,
I had
right,
to sell them
The vision.
the vision, sell them the culture. And I don't even think people understand how amazing it is to be in there. That's like going to the
Yeah, that's a
Barclays or
big
like the
deal.
Garden or like Hammerstein Ballroom. Like, it's big. And that's what I see for us. And it's only up from here. Like
2017 or 2018 was the first year that you threw it there, right?
18, 19, 20.
I want to say 2017.
I think it was 17.
Yeah, it was
Because
definitely
I did
17.
it 3 years in a row, and then pandemic, and then last year was Amazura, and then this year I went back there.
Yeah, 17.
You know what I mean?
17. I came, but I wasn't. I had came from I forgot where I came from, but I didn't have on the proper tie. I just came to show up to just, you feel me, just
Show
see
love real
everybody.
quick.
I just came to see everybody
yeah.
when they were coming outside. And I think I had a shorty I was messing with who was there too. I might have played a part. But yeah, I pulled up. I'm like, and I'm looking at the building. Now, mind you, I done driven down this street.
And you never
for
noticed.
years.
Yeah.
Never
For
realized
years,
what it was.
I thought it was like an HSBC
It's
bank.
an old bank.
It's an old bank.
It is an old bank.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is?
It is an
Okay.
old bank.
Okay,
Yeah.
the statue, I'm like,
Yeah.
this might be a bank. But then when we pulled up, somebody said Capital. I'm like, only Capital I know is Capital Grill.
Right.
And I pulled, and then we got there, and I'm looking, I'm like, wait a minute. This is where Black Excellence is? Now, I've never, I hadn't heard about, I heard about Black Excellence, 2000, I want to say 2000 and, damn, what year? 2000, maybe about 2016, 2015, 2016. So I always heard about it, but it was in a smaller venue. What venue was it using?
We did it. We used to do LQs in the city.
Okay.
We did Stage 48.
Okay.
We did Monzy in Queens.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely
it's really mostly always in the city.
Yeah, okay.
90% of the time it's always in the city. Yeah.
It was in a more intimate location.
Right.
And I'm just looking around. So when they said, I'm like, and I got there, I'm like, oh, this is where it's at?
Yeah. And the thing people don't understand, brand versus money. Like, you always got to put the brand ahead of the money. Always. The money will come. And me,
Elaborate on that.
just doing Capital. Capital is a sacrifice.
Okay.
You know what I mean? For the brand. Because I don't make tons of money in there like I would have made if I would have just did a random warehouse or something. But I know going into that building what it'll do for my brand.
Gotcha.
It
You know what I'm
sets you
saying?
apart from
It sets me-
a lot
it
of other
That's
definitely
literally
sets
what you
me
call
apart.
investing in the brand.
Yeah.
Investing in your
Absolutely.
brand.
Yeah.
That
It
is
sets me apart from a lot of other event planners, and it just elevates everybody's mind all the way around and elevates the event. So the bar is set high. Black excellence is supposed to be in these type of buildings, and even after doing Capital, the type of people reaching out to me now is because I'm like the type of rooms I'm in with different celebrities. I can't invite them to a regular Joe Schmo place in Brooklyn or
It
certain
has
things. So
to-
I'm thinking 10 years ahead, to the point where Black excellence is being bought out. And people are just paying me to show up, like, you know what I mean? To the point where, say, Hennessy Moet, they giving me $1 million a year just to do the event, and then it's an open bar. All the celebs are coming out. Like we said, this is our Met Gala,
Right,
so I gotta plant the seeds from now and take the sacrifice.
But even going past Black Excellence, you got Tropez.
I got Trope, I got Dubs, and I got Circa.
Dubs. That's the other. I
Dubs
knew I
is
was
the
missing
all
one.
white.
Dubs.
Yeah.
So now
Yeah.
with things like that, because you set such a tone with Black Excellence, it's like when it's a Corey K party, like how like some promoters will throw a party and it's like they'll throw that one formal party, but they know the rest of the parties that could just come like bullshit. Like the one Christmas party.
Every party I try to give it like a little theme.
When you're coming to a Corey K party, it's like P's and Q's.
But that's what I said.
Gotta be
about
correct.
His impact
Gotta
on
be
the
correct.
way
Every
people
party.
dress.
Like Trope is like the summer bang to start the year off. So you want to wear your nice colors and the thing, what it does for people is when you want to look good, you start eating better, start working out because
In
Trope is
preparation
coming up, Dubs is coming up.
yes.
So it's bigger than just a
This
party.
party's just like carnival.
No, it's literally a mini carnival.
It's bigger than a
Get
party, man, because you want to take a lot of pictures, you want to look nice, you want to get all the likes on Instagram, so you preparing yourself for that for months.
Absolutely.
Like, I gotta look good for Dubs, I gotta look good for Trope, Black Excellence, like.
Last year, Black Excellence was my first Black Excellence, and I was prepared for. I was so prepared before for it. I went to go get a tux for another event this month. I mean in December, and they said, yeah, you're gonna have to pay extra because it's a 2-week. It's like you need like 2 or 3 weeks preparation. I'm like, but I got one last year for Black Excellence. I'm like, damn, how many months ago did I put the down payment on this shit?
Right,
How long ago
right.
did I prepare for this? You feel me? And I was sitting there realizing like, people really sit down and think about your party from
Absolutely.
September and October because
That's why I drop the theme every year early,
Early.
just to get you prepared.
Because women are getting dresses made.
Right.
Tailored,
It's a whole
everything.
process,
It's a
man.
lot
This
of
is- nah,
time
this is-
It's a
factors.
whole
Yeah.
process.
But we don't want to talk about only the patrons process. Have you seen
No,
his entrances?
but so this is the thing though. I really want to talk
I
about
was
that.
so mad last year. I'm like, you just heard a helicopter. I'm like, what's going on? Where's is coming
Yo,
from.
it's just giving people something different to talk about, man. These parties be so. A lot of these parties are boring, yo. It's just like the same.
People standing around.
Standing around like me.
Yeah.
I put so much into these events as far as the decorations, the experience from the time you walk into the door.
Yes. That was gonna be my next question. Like, what is it like planning a Correy K party?
It's a lot, man. It takes. Like I'm already thinking about the whole like. Mentally, I'm probably in 2024 right now because I think about all these things from early. Like what could I do different than that people have never seen before? Even with Doves, like this year we did Cirque du Soleil theme, so we had people in there blowing fire. We had the mimes. We had the guy riding the bicycle, juggling, all type of like craziness, and it's like. Where do you see these type of experiences? Only celebrities are supposed to see shit like this. Like, so I want to bring this to our people.
Who instilled that mindset into you, though? This has to stem from somewhere. So
That's a good question.
I can honestly say Diddy. I can honestly say him, and just my creative mind elevating on what I've seen him do, like in the '90s. Like, I'm not sure how old y'all are, but a Diddy party like in the '90s, early 2000s was like the shit.
Pinnacle.
Like it was the shit. Like he's getting these buildings and doing shit in the Hamptons and all that. So when I first started throwing parties, I wanted it to be like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? I wanted to give people and also shout out my boy Obi. He live in Atlanta now. Those two really inspired me to just do different stuff. Like a Diddy party, if it's in December, you're talking about that since from September.
Right, because
like,
once again,
I have
preparation.
to be there. So just that excitement, that preparation, and that's how it was when we were younger too with the Lacoste party.
Yeah, it was definitely like, I wasn't always outside like that, but I always knew when a Correy party was coming. Like, always knew when a Correy, because everybody was getting their outfits together. Everybody was talking
and that's the thing,
about
even
it,
from
it was
then
like the buzz.
to tie in the fashion part, there was always my parties were always fashionably infused from young, from you know what I mean, from
so
20 years ago.
Always
been into fashion, and I tried to tie that into the
What would you describe your fashion as? Your style, excuse me.
My style is classic. I don't like nothing too loud.
Nothing gaudy, gotcha.
But if you know, you know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to wear too many things with the name on it or
So you're
certain
not heavily
stuff. But
into like labels okay.
Not too much. If you know, I like classic pieces. Like, you know, I will wear a sweater that costs $500 with nothing on it. But if you know, you know. Even these boots. If you know, you know.
Because
You
you're
know what I'm
about
saying?
the quality, not
Right.
necessarily the brands. Okay.
And that's how I treat everything in life. Like, I'm not into fads. I'm into forever. Ralph Lauren is forever. Tommy Hilfiger is forever. Black excellence is forever. Like I'm not gonna do a party that says a Mary versus fucking
please
whatever.
don't.
Like, cause you know,
I beg.
no
Oh
disrespect, no disrespect to a Mary, but it's not gonna be here. Like we're not. It's gonna be another jeans company. The way
Like,
Ralph Lauren produces his clothing is like you're gonna wear it 20 years from now, and that's how I treat everything I do.
Absolutely.
Think about tomorrow.
That makes that's a very valid point.
Yeah, that was that.
It took you.
Yeah, it's because all I've been talking about for since last year is more so when it comes to styling and dressing I'm focused more on pieces.
Yeah.
Right.
We've been talking a lot about investment
Pieces are good.
and making.
I got into that from my mother.
Okay.
My mother and grandmother and father taught me how to really invest in your style. Like get certain blazers. You supposed like a man is supposed to have 4 or 5 suits.
Damn,
Good proper suits. Nah.
Shame me.
Even investing in your jewelry. Like amazing jewelry company that is gonna last forever is Cartier. Invest in Cartier jewelry if you're into that type of stuff.
Fine jewelry.
Fine
Now,
jewelry.
I have a question for you. What's more important to you, the piece itself or the brand? Do you not care about labels as much, or
me? I like to mix high low. I'm a high low guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I will wear an expensive shirt with Zara pants. Like these pants are Zara. I will wear expensive shoes with ASOS jacket. Like I like to mix the high and low, but don't get it fucked up. I will come through with a $3,000 outfit if I want to, head to toe, if I want to. You know what I mean? But I like to do the high low. A lot of these guys these days they're mannequin shoppers. Just give me what's on the mannequin.
The whole
They don't know how to put certain pieces together. You know what I'm
'Cause they
saying?
don't have. I feel like a lot of people just don't have their own personal style.
Their own personal
and they
style. And don't get it
really-
wrong. I would dress like you some days too. Like I like to, like I would wear this with a blazer. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
okay,
saying?
yeah,
I like
That's
to
Corey's version.
Yeah,
of-
I like
Exactly.
to infuse different looks.
Gotcha.
Like I would wear a suit with sneakers and a t-shirt with a fitted. You know what I mean? It's just different looks that I go for, but that's my personal
Right.
style. Like
Right.
you know what I mean?
A lot of people, I really do feel like they don't know what their personal style is.
Yeah.
They also don't really know themselves, and so
Right,
because
right.
once again, social media, the matrix,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a lot of
When-
influence and a lot of outside noise. But if you take that away, like who are you really? What do you really like? So now, do you really like this brand or these like certain pieces because you've seen it 1,000 times a day, or
Right.
is that something that you really like and you
What
really
I
wanna
tell
invest in?
people, especially like young promoters and young influencers, is you want to speak without speaking when you walk into a
Absolutely.
room. You know what I mean?
Your
The way I
presence should speak
dress
for you.
and the way I move is speaking without speaking. When I go in certain rooms, you're gonna ask yourself, who the fuck is that?
He stepped in
Like,
like,
who-
he stepped in here with confidence.
Like you gotta
I'm not even talking about this. When he walked into the room, it's a presence.
Your presence should speak
I'm
for you.
here.
yeah, your presence should speak for
You feel me?
yourself.
Just the
I don't
tone, just the color, just the everything. It just,
Mm-hmm.
I'm here.
Right,
You feel
right.
me? And I feel that's a very
and
big-
the best way to express that is the way you dress. Like, but the thing is, like you said, when you're confident about yourself, you would take certain risks, you would do certain things, and when you're not confident, you just want to fit in like
Yeah.
everybody else.
But let's double back on that right there. It's talking about confidence. Do you ever feel like people confuse your confidence with arrogance?
I hear all the time, like girls will tell me all the time that I'm a. Not really, I've heard that I'm an asshole, and I've heard like I
Really?
never.
He's a
Yeah,
businessman.
because I don't.
I believe it. He's a businessman.
when people don't speak a lot, like I will be in a place and you probably won't even know I'm there.
Okay.
Like I'm just chilling. But certain times I would say hi to everybody, and I've heard a lot of girls say like, "Yo, I never knew you were so cool. I just thought you was like, always business, always this." But I can't be the same me everywhere. Like certain places, I like to
Call for a different
visualize
Corey.
and see and just sit back and just take in everything. Like you know what I mean.
Yes.
So I never heard I'm cocky, but I've heard that I'm an asshole because that I'm just not like in your face all the time.
But
and
that's
so
more
people
their
confuse that with
because that's
yeah,
their perception. Because I've gotten that as well because I'm not like loud or anything. I'm very
Right.
quiet, right? So they automatically assume I'm stuck up. When then when they talk to me, they're like, "You're the sweetest person ever."
And the thing with
you just don't-
Instagram, people feel
it's
like
you.
they know you like for real.
Did we not have this
on
conversation?
Instagram. So I meet so many people every day. If I walk past you or something like that, it's not intentional.
Right? It's just you.
Like
it's
you know
a
what I mean?
lot.
It's a lot. Like I
going
see
on.
different people all the time.
Hey,
So if I forgot that we met or something like that, that don't mean I'm an asshole. It's just I be tunnel vision, yo.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry you
that's
only see
fair.
the
Yeah.
same five faces. You feel me? I'm sorry you only see. I will
Right.
never. There's certain people who I come across. You feel me? Certain celebrities that I come across, and I come across them numerous times. And sometimes I'll remind them where we met each other from. And I also
You got to sometimes.
And
You
when
know what I
people-
mean?
and when
Put
people
yourself
meet
in their
me-
shoes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When people meet me, I love when people say,
Yo, you don't
probably
remember?
You probably don't remember, but yada
Yeah,
yada yada.
yeah,
and it's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
click to me like, oh, okay, because that's you taking consideration into like he probably runs across
Thousands of people.
Yeah.
all day
Yeah.
speaking to him. It's not even an arrogance. It's just I wasn't out here doing backflips and cartwheels and shit. I wasn't doing
right.
no idiot shit for him to remember me. So I probably wasn't doing nothing to stand out. You feel me? So, but with that confidence thing, I feel like a lot of people in our in the urban setting, you feel me? I feel like how do I put it? I want to make sure I word this right. I feel like anytime a black man comes across as being sure of themselves, being dapper,
They look at it as cocky.
It's
Yeah.
looked at cocky, arrogance, and then it leads to like then they start questioning sexuality. It's a whole it becomes a slippery slope.
It's
when you just show love to yourself and just care about yourself.
it's
and
really
have
that
demeanor.
crab in the barrel mentality,
Absolutely.
and people just don't see past this room.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? They don't see past this block. So it's like they only going off of what they see and what they used to. A lot of people are not used to seeing a successful young black man do things in the hood.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So they just going off of what they used to for years.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? How many people we know came out the hood and really did something with themselves? And the thing is, even going back to what you said about the respecting and people like giving me my flowers and stuff like that, I think it's so hard for people to accept what I'm doing because I'm still in the hood all the time.
Absolutely.
And that's by choice. That's by choice. I could completely step over on this side of the game and be like, yo, forget that. I'm good with y'all. I could make money here. I could do my business here. I got a lot of celebrities and a lot of people in the industry who mess with me, but I just love intertwining both worlds and showing people, yo, it's possible, bro. Like last night, I'm hanging out with Usher, me and him chilling like this, laughing, talking about music, and I like I just like showing people this shit is possible, bro. I wish
is an asshole.
I wish people would have did that for me when we was coming up. Like,
but also I don't feel like you have to pick a side.
Yeah.
Why do you have to pick a side? Like, I
Right,
don't think that's
right.
fair.
What do you mean by that?
Why do you have to, like, now when you reach a certain level of success, right? Why
Okay.
do you have to now decide to completely leave the hood behind
See,
and
the thing
only
is-
Because the hood
deal
don't
with
love you
certain?
back.
No,
Yeah,
and I
it's-
understand that part. So I know there's like a fine line, right?
in certain
But
places I go, and even my team, they're like,
you shouldn't be there.
Corey, you don't need to be there. Like, you
At
don't
all.
have to be there. You don't, like, let people miss you. And that's one of the hardest things for me to do is just completely separate from doing certain things. And it's not like I don't love going to certain events or love going to certain places, but I understand where I'm at now in my
Your
life.
branding your words.
So
I
you know
understand I
certain things
can't
have to
do certain
change.
things. I understand I can't have everybody see me all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because
That's
when
valid.
the thing for my
Same
events is about the event, but it's about me also. People like coming to my events to see how I'm dressed, what
You
like
are the
what I'm gonna
brand.
do. I am the brand, so I kind of like want people to see me for that. But then it goes back to, damn, I came to Corey joint, he ain't come to my joint, he ain't supporting me, he ain't this, he ain't that.
It gets very petty.
But they don't
though, in
under
that
it
way.
does. It does very petty, but a lot of people don't understand I can't do all the shit that I really would probably love to do. I got to protect the brand.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Which
and it's
also
not even
in
on
turn is
no
protecting yourself.
that too.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah, and then, like, once again, I guess when you do get to a certain level of success, right, you have to think about the people who don't really love you and
Right.
who don't care about you, who are jealous,
Right.
these kind of things. You know what I mean? People
Right.
always have ill intentions. So it's like, that's the other part of it, I guess. that
Yeah,
you
I've had
make sure.
conversations with like Diddy and Hove and certain people, and they wish
That's a jerk.
they they wish they could do what we could do. They
Yeah,
wish they
because
could do what we
there's
could
such
do.
a
Like, you know what I'm
spotlight on
saying?
them.
Yeah,
but
but
I
they
do have a
can't.
question for you, because you still have a spotlight on you, right? So, like, how do you feel about that? And, like, do you ever feel like you're under a lot of pressure,
Yeah,
always being seen?
it is a lot of pressure just trying to just trying to upkeep this lifestyle and like outdoing yourself. And people is messed up, but they forget everything you did yesterday. It's all about today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right? For example, Doves. Doves was a beautiful event. A lot of great like write-ups about it, a lot of great compliments. We had an issue with one table, and it was our fault because we never should have took the table. But we would just wanted to, and that's me, I just like over accommodate and stuff like that. There was an issue with the table, they weren't happy. There was a blog post that went up
I remember that.
about the
I
table,
remember that.
right?
I'm
So
lost.
it's not, yo, Corey had people in here blowing fire. Corey had 30-something tables in here that were happy. The vibes were good. I brought back Self and Obi. This one table was unhappy, and everybody was kind of like coming for me because this one table was happy. But what about the other 99 other great things that
was
happened
there.
in the event?
It overshadowed
And that's the thing with being of a certain stature is like, yeah, the microscope is on you so much, and it's hard. I could just imagine what like real celebrities go through when they're being come for, like Nicki Minaj and certain people. Like, it's a lot of pressure just being you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you try to please every single person, and it's impossible to please everybody else. And people forget, like they forget all the good stuff and just focus on the negative. So it's like you try to be perfect all the time, and that shit could drive you nuts.
That's also not
That shit could drive you
normal and
nuts,
not
man.
realistic.
Yeah, it's not
It's
realistic. It's not realistic.
But also, is a thing. It's like a pressure that we put on ourselves.
Yeah.
It's a pressure that we put on ourselves, and it's also society's infatuation with trying to humble people.
That
And us
don't
as a
need any
commu-
humbling.
And it's us as a community always trying to humble people, because when I started when I get dressed, you feel me, and I'm 6'7", you feel me, and I wear a lot of everybody. If you follow my page, you know how I dress, and people see how I dress. But when I walk into a room, for a very long time, I always just hold a corner. I always just chill. I always just mind my business.
Right.
For the simple fact of, I don't ever want to give people the opportunity to utter these words. Who he think he is.
Yeah.
That's how I be sometimes, man.
I hate that feeling.
People say all the time, yo,
but they'll say that
you're too
without
humble.
you guys doing anything. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah, but I don't like to overstep, like, because I just don't want people saying, who the fuck he think he is?
I hate that feeling.
Yeah.
I hate that feeling of me just existing bothers you. I hated. Now I'm embracing it.
That's the
I
thing
can
is
only
like
be me.
My friends say all the time, like, yo, you need to like boast a little bit and like say this is what you do. I did this, I did. But me, I just be like this. Like if you see it, you see it. Because just people saying who he think he is. The fuck I've been doing this for 20 years. I put in the work.
The who we think he is lets me know you know
who the fuck I am.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's really what that is.
You know who I am.
That's a
the
them
fact
problem.
that you just brought me up.
Right.
Literally, I can literally just walk into the room and it'll literally just be.
Yeah, why
I'm
he got
sorry,
that
I have
on?
a-
Why he dressing that? Yeah, why he like?
I apologize for owning a firm.
yeah.
What would you like me to do?
Yeah, right.
Tell me what you want me to wear.
Honestly,
What would humble me for you? You feel me?
that's a valid question.
Because you're popular, because I have a name, because I have a stature, because I have a status, you feel like I have to demean my cost of living, my ways of living.
Yeah.
And
Like I'm not supposed to live good.
I'm not supposed to wear this. I'm supposed to be
Like,
lit and not live good, so
Right.
you can sit
So
here
you
and
can be
talk
comfortable.
about me
Right.
not being
Anyway.
looking good. Like you see
Because
this motherfucker?
if you had on a sweatsuit, they'd be like, yo, why Bruhman got on a sweatsuit? What the fuck? He ain't making money? He ain't there. What's going on? Like
every day, what's going on?
like, no matter what, they gonna say something, bro. No matter what.
See, remember when I had this? So I don't have like a following that you guys have, right?
Right.
And I was talking to Bruhman about it, about the reason why I struggle so hard to be consistent is because one part, like I'm very to myself. And I can be a very social person, but I can also be very antisocial. So half of my personality is a hermit. I'm in the house. I don't need to talk to nobody. The other half is I'm a social person. I can talk to anybody. I could be any and everywhere. But the thing about it is that when you get to a certain level or when you're just on Instagram as a social media like influencer or whatever you do, people think they know you. And I have a problem with that.
That's a fact.
I have a problem when people think they know me because I'm really not that person for
Right.
you to think that you know me. I like my business is my business. And I really battle with like people speaking out of turn about me and having to know what to respond to and what not to respond to. Because you automatically, I think, as a human being, you want to defend yourself, right? Or defend whatever it is that's being said about you or maybe the people that you love. And then the other part of it is just like, who cares? They don't even know you. They don't know you. They don't know
It's super
who I
hard for
am.
me to accept that part. Like, who cares? Like,
Yeah.
I when I see something, I try to defend and fight and please every single
And you
person,
cannot.
and I can't. Like,
can't.
somebody told me the other day the same thing you said. Like, they don't know you like that. So who cares if they think you did this or
Right.
they think you did that or like, you know what I mean? Just
But it's still your name. And that's
Yeah.
what bothers me. It's because like you might be dragging me.
especially if it's not true. It's
Yes,
just like,
yes. So it's like you
yo,
naturally wanna
this is
defend
what y'all think of me,
yourself.
like, you know what I mean? Yeah,
And it's been
yeah.
done to me before and it broke my heart because I was just like, I'm not even that person.
Right.
So for people to think that they know me based off a lie that was told about me, it killed me because I was like, okay, I can't, how do I fix this?
There's
Right.
a lot,
But I couldn't.
There's a lot of people who walk around with a lot of tension for me in these streets off of something they may have assumed or
Right.
something they may have heard.
It's
and
like, why you
don't-
got all this energy for me?
why
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you don't
nothing. They
holding
don't
on
know
to
nothing.
A lie.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You're holding on to a lie. You're holding on to a facade.
I'd rather you ask me.
Please,
Like,
just ask me, did I do it or was I there?
Here's
Like,
what you also got to understand, or people have to understand. A lot of people who do that, they really want to be your friend. They just don't know how to go about doing it.
don't they
just
usually say
don't
like
know how-
haters are your biggest fans or something like that?
You know
Like,
how
is that
many
not a
people
thing?
just
Not even a friend, like, to build on that, they just respect what you do. They're fans of you.
So
You know what I'm
say
saying?
that.
Just that
Weirdo,
simple
like-
notion of you saying, "Oh, I thought you was an asshole." You wanted a reason to
Not like
me.
me, absolutely.
You wanted a
Or
reason-
validate
you-
whatever you made
wanted
up
a
about me
reason
in
to-
your
you
head.
wanted a
Yeah, you
reason
just painting a
to
picture
speak
in
to
your
me.
head, like, you know what I mean?
You also wanted a
crazy.
reason just to speak to me. You just wanted that form of engagement. So you know, in the black community, a lot of times we feed off of so much negativity
Yep.
in the hood, so that it's also you have to meet it with. You feel me? Just
Yeah.
combative energy.
Yeah.
You gotta meet me with combative energy. You feel me?
Like even somebody asked me yesterday, what's the biggest thing I like about going to different cities? And it's just the love. Like, it's like
They embrace
just
you
being a
different.
human. Like, yo, I like your outfit. Like, how many guys will go up to another guy and be like, yo, I like your outfit, bro. Like, that shit is nice. It doesn't happen a lot.
Rare here.
You know what I mean? It's rare.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel niggas in the street, they give me a lot more love because of who I get a lot of love in the streets for the simple fact that because of who I used to be and who I am now,
Right.
but who I still am. You feel me? If that makes kind of sense.
That makes sense.
He still got that dog in him, but he has on a see-through blouse. So, bro, I like your blouse. We know you still got that dog in you, but I like your blouse. I like your shoes. I like your shoes. So, fellas, a lot of fellas would see where I came from, and they respect the transition. Not everybody. Some people like, oh, hell nah.
Yeah, like they just can't get behind it.
Like, oh, hell nah. I'm not dating no nigga with no pocketbook, his sassy ass. I get it.
Right.
It ain't for you.
It ain't for everybody.
I'm from Flatbush. I was raised in Flatbush and Brownsville. I get it.
Right.
Yeah.
It ain't for everybody. You haven't been open to this avenue of thinking. You haven't been open to this avenue of this lifestyle. I used to spend a lot of time.
People hate what they don't understand.
They don't understand.
People hate what they don't understand.
Because what is there to attack? So it's just like,
me?
you know.
I go to Manhattan, you feel me? And it's met with open doors. It's because Manhattan really is a very broad.
It's the melting pot.
I was literally gonna say it's the melting pot.
It's the melting pot.
Because you're met with
I love going to Manhattan, and even different parts of Manhattan have different vibes.
Absolutely.
Your Soho versus your Upper West Side versus your Upper East, because Upper East and Upper West, two different people.
Right.
Absolutely.
I would just walk around and I like to just go to Manhattan and just walk and see different energies. See different fashion tips and
don't understand. Like to sit here and tell people like my fashion just comes from everything in my head. Absolutely not.
No, you're inspired by something.
I'm inspired. Yeah. I always say my biggest inspiration for dressing comes from black women. I look at all these black content creators and all these black women who get dressed for the gram. Man. As we all know, Tiana Taylor is my muse.
He loves him some Tiana.
I love my Tiana Taylor.
I love her style, man.
I love her style because she's been doing this. She's been doing her
She's so
way.
confident about how she dresses.
Tiana Taylor, Pharrell, A$AP Rocky, Kanye West are
do it their way.
They're the epitome of what you like now. I
it's
like
what
10 years ago.
I was always on it. Yeah.
I like this 10 years ago.
Three stacks.
You feel me? Andre 3000.
That man, he's a different beast. He is a different beast.
Andre 3000 was wearing kilts in 2003.
Yeah.
Okay, with a washing set, baby.
With a washing set.
It was blowing.
Blowing Erykah Badu back out. But you want to attack his sexuality. Now look, he paved the way for Russell Westbrooks. For the Russell Westbrooks, for the Kanye Wests. You feel me?
Who's comfortable now.
And to be comfortable. People have to understand what I want the hood to understand, and it all ties into you and your brand, is stepping out of your norm and also being comfortable
doing it.
And with being comfortable with it.
Right.
People hate when you are. That's another thing people hate is when you're comfortable with yourself.
Because who are you to be comfortable with yourself?
When you are comfortable with yourself, people do not.
They don't like that. They don't like that.
No, Corey K did not show up to his party in a mauve suit, in a peach suit with a helicopter.
Who told him?
No, he did not look in the mirror and stand there and button his button nice and slow, GQ style. No, he did not.
Okay.
Because of his confidence. It offends them because they wish they would.
Then again, people hate what they don't understand.
And I wish black people, and I wish, it's not only, I wish the hood. I'm speaking to the hood. I'm from Flatbush. It's tatted on my arm. You feel me? I wish us in the hood would start to become more comfortable with who you are and things that you like and stop being so worried about ridicule.
Right.
What you like.
Honestly.
Because talking a shot to Corey about wearing a suit in his 20s, his peers is looking at him like, what are you saying?
Yeah.
Right. But now look at them.
But now look at you.
Now look at everybody.
Like you in a suit to a party? You crazy. Ain't
He
nobody
went into
gonna
his
do that.
closet and go picked out a suit, whereas people like me gotta go to Men's Warehouse.
Gotta go buy
Because
one.
he's confident and he's comfortable. The rest of us gotta go struggle for the last minute, but he knew his confidence and his comfortability years ago. So as we all, and it takes a lot of, and we met with a lot of scrutiny, we met with a lot of backlash, and a lot of things hurt and it offend us. But at the end of the day, you have to sit there.
You gotta know yourself,
and be
man.
knowing of yourself.
Imagine living your life not knowing yourself and living for other people. and pretending you're somebody else in your head.
done
Like,
it.
you know what I mean?
I've done
That's-
it.
Yeah,
that's
we
a-
all did
that's
it.
a
I
hard
think
one.
we're all guilty
Growing
of.
up, I either wanted to
yeah.
be Iverson or Cameron. I could have, bro.
Yeah.
You could have spent your whole rest of your days being Bruhman.
Right.
I could have been Bruhman.
Right,
my
And
whole
really
life.
like cultivating who you are. as
Even
a
with me,
person.
like one of my mentors, Clark Kent, DJ Clark Kent.
Shout out to Clark Kent.
Shout out to Clark. He always say, yo, why would you want to be, and this is no disrespect to Puff, he said, why would you want to be the next Diddy and not the first Corey K?
That's a fact.
Absolutely.
And that hit me hard. Like I always say, I want to be like this person. I want to be like that person. I want to do this like them and do this like this. But not knowing the effect I had on people from I'm 18 years old with people saying I want to be
Who
like
you are is
Corey.
enough. Who you are is
Yeah,
enough.
people saying I want to be like Corey. I didn't understand how powerful I was
Right.
at a young age. If I understood that early, like my purpose has to be bigger than throwing parties. There's no way I could say we're gonna be here on this date, this time, wear this, wear that, and thousands of people come out. So that means I could use that influence for
To do
anything.
something exactly.
I
something
see
what I
else,
mean?
you
yeah.
set up like a workshop where people will come in with correct me if I'm wrong, like people will come in to just coming through the vent and like have
Yeah.
Okay,
We did
yeah, so I
that.
see
We did
something like
that 2 months ago. Me and Chris Dredd and West, Sucker Free West. we
Okay,
did
yeah.
that.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Dredd and West. So now with that right there, would you look at that some sort of opening a door and an avenue for young black men to come in and really learn how
Yeah.
to dress and put together?
That's exactly what I want to do. Is
Okay,
a couple
perfect.
workshops. Like I said, Black excellence is a lifestyle. Just even knowing how to put on a suit, how to tie a tie,
yeah.
how to eat properly with a knife and fork. It's the simplest things that
Yeah.
people just have no education on, yo.
I don't even want to put no thoughts in your head, but if you threw like someone like a debutante ball,
Like
you feel
a-
me?
like
a
a-
hood debutante
yeah.
ball. You've done it so much for the hood.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Bring it down to the high school, bro. I get it. You're
The
a
high
drill
school
rapper.
kids would love
you
that,
got this. You feel me?
though.
Let me show you another way to flex.
Absolutely.
Let me show you something else because a lot of us, as much as we can be crabs in a barrel, some of us don't even realize that we're in a barrel. You feel me? A lot of us can be crabs in a barrel, but we don't even realize that we're in a barrel. You feel me? We may think we're in this ocean, but we're really in this fish
Until
tank.
somebody comes
So
and show you
until
different.
somebody,
Yeah.
until Corey K comes and says,
And
"Yo,
opens up your mind to different
yo,
things.
bro,
like,
watch
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Look at this, bro. We can do this for y'all."
Yep.
You got prom. You see the love that you got from prom.
Right.
You backed out the
And-
Rolls Royce.
Oh.
And
Okay.
what's crazy is that you say that. That's what Black excellence did for a lot of people in the hood.
We from the hood. We
You,
didn't got a
you,
prom.
you
Some of
wear
them didn't got a
wear
prom.
sweatsuits
They
and
make it.
your jeans off your butt every day, and then you throw in a suit. You get that different type of love and
That
attention.
love, I like
You're like,
this.
hold on, I
And
gotta
you
do
view
this more
yourself
often.
differently,
You view
too.
yourself different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it starts with you. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
People
Wear a
view you
different
the way you view
confidence.
yourself. Yeah.
You wear a different confidence. So I really feel like our youth right now, our youth need a different type of saving.
Yeah.
And I feel like you as a New York staple, you're a staple in New York history. You feel me?
That's a fact.
I feel like should be one of the main catalysts to sit down and your busy schedule, just sit down and say, yo, I can help a couple of you brothers. I'm not gonna force you. I'm not gonna drag you to the water. But mothers, and you'll be surprised because I do a lot of work with kids and talking to a lot of mothers on the back door. You feel me? And you'll be surprised by how many mothers will make their child like I need
Come
to
out to
save
like
my
a work
child.
class. Yeah.
I need
Yeah.
my child to learn. A grown ass man, I learned how to tie a tie from Jim Jones
You told
on
me.
YouTube. I told you. Remember, I'm
We was
sitting
at
there.
the photo shoot.
Yeah,
and
yeah. Remember, we was at the photo shoot. I'm like, yo, can
Yeah.
anybody tie a tie? My mother's been
Yeah.
trying to teach me how to tie a tie.
So
my
imagine
whole
we
year.
put that in kids' heads from they like
From
13,
now, bro.
14. Yeah.
From now, 13, 14, 15, you don't gotta wait till prom, baby boy.
So, yeah,
We got
yeah.
something right here. Oh, y'all got spring break week off? Yo, watch this. Enjoy this party.
Right.
Yeah.
Dress up. I know you probably can't come in a tux and a suit and all
Like,
that.
do your best.
Do it
You-
right.
do
your
whatever
best.
you got. Do your
Yeah,
best.
Right now,
yeah.
you could just do the slacks with your Alexander McQueens.
Right.
Do your
With
best.
a little button-up
Button up.
shirt.
Right,
But come in there
right.
with some love and some self-respect.
Right.
And
For
as
yourself.
for yourself.
For
And as I
yourself.
get older, and
Yes.
I don't want to take away from dressing like this is not having respect for yourself.
Of course
Right.
And not dressing
Of
like
course
that.
It's
is not
just a
taking
time and a
self-respect.
place.
But it's just a different
Exactly.
avenue
Yeah.
and a different door because when you go into certain rooms, it commands a different type of respect when you
Right.
know how to do
Different
it.
attention.
Right.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
feel me? And I feel like you are the main catalyst for the hood to show us and give some of our youth our guidance along with the team of people. You feel me?
Yeah,
It takes a
definitely.
village.
Yeah.
You feel me? To really to get that. That's just something you just start there.
Nah. We gonna build on that. We gonna build on that, man. We gonna talk off air on that,
We
man.
gonna talk off here on that for a fact.
I have a question. So, like, going back, right, to when we were talking about how women view you and they think that you're stuck up. For you, how important, like on a scale of 1 to 10, is it for your woman to know, like, how to dress? Like,
10.
how much emphasis do you put on
12,
that?
12.
Okay.
13,
12.
14,
Now,
15.
another question I have for you.
But to elaborate on
Okay,
that,
go
everybody got they things they like. It got guys who want a woman who know how to cook, who want a woman who is experienced on travel, who want a woman who loves family. It turns me on seeing a woman that knows how to dress. It's just
Look at
something
God.
I just love it. I love it. And different aspects of dressing too. Like I can't be stepping out like this and my girl not into certain that just it just helps our connection. It helps our conversation when we could talk about fashion and talk about the culture and talk about music and like that's just me.
Do you have anything, like, are you open to, say you meet a woman, right? She's everything that you want for yourself, but she cannot dress. Are you going to now, like, put her on?
Yeah,
Are you gonna help
I think
her?
I could.
Would you? But is that something that you want to do though? Because some people would be like, I don't even want to deal with that.
I mean,
so
I
I'm not
wouldn't
gonna
want
date her.
to, but it just depends on like our vibe and how
Depends on how bad for me.
Yeah,
How bad
Okay.
are you a dresser?
right.
Because some people you can't save every Jamaican. You can't save every Haitian. I'm sorry.
Right.
I didn't want to take
It depends on our
Forgive me.
vibe. It depends on what our connection is like, and it's like if it's worth out. Obviously, I wouldn't want to. It's just like certain women were teaching a guy how to dress. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you know he might be good in bed, so it's like all right, fuck it. Let me just
Let me take one for the team.
yeah.
Women will put up with a whole hobosexual for some good
Right.
Okay, they sure
Y'all
will.
out of line.
I am not one of them.
What about you? Can you deal with a guy that doesn't know how to dress? Because you're very much into fashion.
It's a bit of a struggle for me. It's important to me because like I don't need you to be Gucci down to the side.
Right,
I don't
right.
need you to be into what I'm into because I'm like a fashion girl, right? I like certain things. But if my man is like putting himself together well, he looks like he's presentable, he has some home training, I'm okay with that. Now, I'm perfectly fine with like introducing you to other things. And I was just telling Bruhman earlier, like I had an ex-boyfriend who wasn't really into any of those things, but literally just based off of watching me and knowing what I was into, he started getting into it on his own. I didn't
Right.
force him or anything, So for me, I think like it's important because I do want to feel like, we are on the same level playing field.
When we step out, we step out. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
and like,
saying?
if you don't have a problem with me dressing you, I would absolutely love to dress my man. I have no
Right.
problem
That's
with
my
that.
love language is just stuff.
Yeah,
Even if
I
a
have
woman
no-
knows how to
I
dress.
saw this for you. I thought it would look nice on you. I bought it for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah,
have
I'm the
no
same
problem
way
with
with my
that.
girl.
That's my
Yeah.
love
Like
language.
if I have a girlfriend and I see certain things, like I just pick it up for her. Like, yeah, I
Yeah.
want to see you wear this. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I always say when women ask me about that, I always say it's like because I don't cheat. You feel me? I'll see a woman.
He had to put that out there, because I don't
No, it literally stems from this because I don't cheat and I see a woman looking sexually appealing in a certain outfit.
You get that for your woman.
I don't
yeah.
want that woman. I want it for my woman.
Right,
So I'll
right.
get that for her. You feel me? I'm not gonna do myself this. I'm not gonna do the satisfaction or dissatisfaction of running down on this young lady because I see her in that. You feel me? For a temporary thrill.
It's very temporary. Because what if she, obviously she's dressed a certain way, but she's
What
a
if
trash
she's
bag?
Exactly.
cold inside? Like, don't
Right,
got no,
like-
yeah.
When I can now put my shorty in that, and I
Right.
got it forever.
Absolutely.
Right.
You feel me? I got-
Right.
This is me now. You feel me?
That's
So
very
that's
valid.
how I look at that when it comes to that. But that's a very big. You have to have style. You have to have-
Yeah.
like, you
That's
have
that's
to
a
know how
deal
to
breaker
dress.
for
Yeah,
me.
That's a deal breaker for me.
It's a
I mean, it
100%.
I
makes
get
sense.
criticized for that,
Yeah.
Do you get criticized for that? I get a lot of scrutiny. and criticism for
everybody
that.
like what they like. I
And
can't tell you
everyone
what to.
has
I
their
can't tell you
things,
what to
right.
like. Like
And I try to.
everybody got their deal breakers. I love a woman who's stylish.
And
If
I'm
I
going to accept
not saying
that.
I can't be with a girl who's stylish, but if I'm with somebody who is stylish, it'll make it
makes
10
me feel
times
better.
better.
It makes
It'll make
so
it 10
much
times
sense.
better.
I hate being with somebody and you sitting there, Lord, what are they gonna come outside.
Right? Yo, that's
No,
the
that's a
worst.
different
Yo,
type
that
of
is the
anxiety.
worst.
I've never
What you
experienced
wearing?
that.
That
I've
made-
never
yo,
experienced that.
What are you wearing?
It's like
I
you-
never
it's like
want
you-
to ask my
It's
girl.
like you
what are
ask
wearing?
without asking. Like, yo, I'm wearing this. What you think
you
you
doing?
gonna put on? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
What
See,
you gonna
I
wear?
want that
Yeah.
question to be asked because you want to know, like, are we matching today? Like, are we on that type of time today?
Yo,
I don't want you to ask because
one
you're
time I
scared
went
of what
on
I'm
a
going to
date
put
and
on.
I
That's
straight
crazy.
told Shorty, like, go change. This ain't the type of event for that. Like, I would rather
Right.
see you. I try to say it in the most respectful way, period. Like, and
Right.
that even when you take somebody on a date or something and they just not dressed right,
Yeah. 'Cause there's a
mentally you're
time
not
and
even
place
you're
for
not even on the date.
Yeah,
like
I'm
you're
not-
not, you know what I mean?
stuck
You
in
think
an
about
outfit.
something
That's
else.
the point.
Yeah.
I'm just
You stuck
nothing
in
worse than
outfit.
trying to show your man your new shorty and you just scrolling for days.
Yeah.
For a good picture.
We're the one. We're the one.
Fuck it, let me just show her the face. Just showed up her face. Yeah.
You know how many times I had to show my man's a shorty in a bikini? Like, bro, this is your first impression. Listen, this is what we got.
Like when a girl look
That's
good and she's
unfortunate.
stylish, I'm gonna be on you. I'm gonna be happy to show you off, and I'm gonna just be like, you know what I mean?
I need to be able to just throw the phone and say, pick a picture.
Okay. That's her.
Yeah.
This is her.
That's funny. I do have another question. So, like, as far as brands, right? What is your favorite brand to wear?
Favorite brand of all time. It goes up and down sometimes. I gotta put Ralph Lauren at the top.
Wow.
That's fair.
I gotta put Ralph Lauren at the top, but
That's fair.
it changes every now and then. I like Club Monaco. I like
nice.
see the thing with Zara be having one or two pieces here and there, but the thing with Zara, you gotta wear it right away.
Yeah. You have to buy it right away, too.
You gotta buy it right away. Yeah. Zara will have certain shit here and there. I like right now I'm feeling Marni. Marni's good. They got another brand right now called Bodhi, which is
Yeah.
dope.
He's like, don't tell him. Don't tell
But
him.
I like that my style is like the more
Classic
Ralph
tailored
Lauren,
pieces.
Club Monaco, those type of pieces that last like a lifetime. Like,
What is a brand that you would never catch Correy K in?
Versace.
100% Versace. Never, ever would I wear Versace.
Really?
I can
Yeah,
never see
it's
like
just-
Versace suit. Like,
It's just too
I
loud.
mean, not a
man.
Versace suit, but they have like a calm, like subtle pieces, or maybe that
jeans
piece.
couture.
That, oh my god!
Versace
It's-
jeans.
Or
just
maybe like
too-
a piece that would be the statement of the outfit. So like you build
Right.
everything else around that. You know?
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, it's ain't
Yeah,
there. Okay, that's
I
fair.
can't-
That's
yeah,
fair.
yeah. I can't do
honestly
it,
can't
man.
see it.
That's fair.
Maybe
That's
some
valid.
slides or something. Like, maybe
The robe is definitely
yeah.
an automatic go-to, but
Yeah, the rope.
Yeah, I like classic shit, man. Like, you know what I mean?
That's very fair. Okay, what is your favorite item that you own in your wardrobe? And it doesn't have to be designer, whatever it is.
My favorite item in my closet.
Like if you had to wear that for a month straight, what is it?
This navy blue double-breasted suit that I have, because it's like you could wear that 5 different ways.
Okay.
Wear it with a turtleneck, wear it with a button-up, wear it with a tie and a with a bow tie and a button-up, wear it with a t-shirt with sneakers. That's like my go-to. Yeah, I have a
fair.
navy blue.
I don't think a lot of people would say a suit.
yeah, that's
I don't see a lot of people saying a
Yeah.
suit.
comfortability.
Okay,
Yeah.
he is who he is.
You know what I said? I always said when I turned my go-to rule was always when I'm 30 years old, I wanted to dress like Taye Diggs and Brown Sugar.
Oh my God, he's so hilarious.
I told her-
It's so funny because Brown Sugar is one of my favorite movies ever. Like
Taye
One of my
Diggs-
favorite, yeah.
Taye Diggs and Brown Sugar was the epitome of what I wanted to look like. What
You
I
know,
want to
you know
look
what's
at
a
30.
fly-ass movie with a lot of dope fashion?
Boomerang?
Boomerang,
Oh,
yeah. Marcus,
listen, Robin Givens in the trench.
Yeah, but this movie with Denzel Washington's son, damn.
Just
The fashion in it is.
Was it a crime movie? I think, or like he went back and
He went. It was like one of them Matrix kind of
okay, yeah, I know
vibes. Yeah.
I know exactly the one you're talking
What
about.
time period did they go back to?
I didn't see it, but I know the movie he's
okay.
referencing. I know the movie he's referencing. Yeah, I look at like that is my
Tenet. It's called Tenet.
Tenet. Yeah, okay.
Watch
yeah.
that movie. The
never heard
fashion
of
in
it.
it is fire.
All right, I'm definitely.
Fire. Yeah,
We like
yeah.
a good fashion moment in the movie.
That's the Brown.
That's
Yo,
very
Taye
important.
Diggs and Brown
Yeah,
Sugar was
yeah,
just
yeah,
so.
yeah, yeah.
He was just very like I would have dated Taye Diggs.
It
And
was
he a little
like
short,
so
but I
fire. Like I was
I
like,
would
nah,
have
the
it.
suit, and I've watched that movie. And I felt that way since I was at least 16 years old. I said, yo, when I turn 30, this is what I want to look
I
like.
always wanted to be like Marcus, man.
Marcus,
Marcus, yeah.
Marcus was smooth.
He
He
was
had
smooth.
the suits. He had
The
the
ladies liked him.
ladies.
He had he was confident in himself
He was very
until
confident.
he got his heart broken.
Yeah.
It's always a woman, man. It's always a
Let me tell
lady.
you something. Sometimes you men deserve to get your heart broken.
You know what?
Y'all
You know
have-
that-
it builds character.
Nah, he was a dog. He was a dog, and
He deserved it.
That movie taught me a lot of lessons. Taught me a lot of lessons.
Like what?
You don't always have to go after the let's say the Instagram model, the girl with the fat ass, and she's this and that.
This is gonna be a question because I was gonna ask you, like, do you prefer girls who are like, I guess, on the same level of you as far as like
As far as what?
Popularity?
Success?
yeah, popularity?
Nah,
or
I don't have to.
success, or you know.
I don't have to be with a girl who's as popular as me.
Okay.
I just like a girl who's confident. I don't even like the girls with the super fat asses and the super fake breasts and the this and that. Give me a nice, stylish, calm, naturally beautiful woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody like yourself. Like, I would definitely
Thank you.
date you because you're subtle, you're calm, you're beautiful, you know yourself. Like all the extra shit, that's just not me. Everybody got their own style, and that
Everybody
goes
got
back to Eddie Murphy.
Right.
He dissed the
Hallie.
he dissed what do you call that type of girl? Like the girl next door.
Girl next
Girl
door.
Next
Okay, yeah.
Holly is
Yeah.
extremely
was
beautiful,
gorgeous.
but she's just not super loud like how Robin Givens was. And he realized like that's not always the way to go.
Right. You
know
don't
what I'm saying?
necessarily always have to go for the girl or the guy that everyone else wants.
Right.
You know what I
right.
mean? And also, a lot of times, like, I do feel like those kind of people, when you do finally get them, they're not what you thought they were. Because
Exactly.
there's this whole big, you know,
Yeah.
thing around them that's not even real.
I've messed with many girls who are like guys would kill for, and then it's like they're
No
just it's
substance.
no vibe, no substance. You
How
can't
big
even
is her
have her.
vocabulary? Can we talk about it? Like, I said, how big
You-
is her
oh yeah,
vocabulary?
right. Like you can't even have a
It's
conversation with
just- it's
them. They want to talk about like the club and shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like I do this all day, every day. I don't want to come home and talk about fucking parties and shit
and
like
then
that.
also,
Like,
why is she dating you?
right.
Like, have you
All
ever
that
felt
too.
like women just date you because you're Corey K?
Ooh, now that's a good one.
Like,
I don't take advantage of my name, right?
okay.
Shit. I was told
I have
had to start.
before. I have before, but I always tend to get with girls who knew me for a long time.
Okay.
Okay.
Probably because of that comfort in them.
Okay.
Definitely.
Like, you know,
comfort.
like they might, I'm not saying they're not here because of who I am, but they may have better intentions because they've seen me for years. They've seen I have a relationship with them. If I meet certain girls now, half the time I don't even tell them what I do. I don't act nothing. Like if a girl starts off a convo, yo, what's your Instagram? Like,
Automatically.
what you want to see all that for? Like, let's get to know me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, it's rare I tell girls what I do and what type of rooms I be in. If you ask, but I like to build that organic vibe. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like to go out different places and meeting a girl in the street who don't know me from a hole in the wall. Like, you know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie. I love going places where nobody knows me.
Right,
People don't even,
right.
I love going.
I don't have this problem that
It's
y'all
dope.
have.
So now you gotta win them off of being you.
You just gotta
Yeah,
be.
You just gotta be you.
When
Like,
I
you know
go
what I mean?
places and nobody knows me, it's so much fun because you look at life from a different perspective. and a different, like I just know certain like the other night I went to a party at excuse me, they have a club underneath Webster Hall now, and it's a neon club. And I went in there.
Cute.
I knew some people who actually was in there, but for the most part, the crowd,
Not your
I
crowd.
know for a fact
They don't know you.
know about no damn Bruhman.
Right.
Yeah,
They're not
yeah.
worried about no damn Bruhman. They
Right.
don't care about nothing, what videos you got, what you got
Yeah.
on, none of that.
Yeah.
And I just felt so like,
Yeah.
nobody give a fuck about who I am.
Right.
Okay.
You could be you now.
Here's the thing, though. I'm gonna always be me.
Yeah.
I don't care if you know me here, you know me there.
Right.
I'm gonna be Bruhman.
Right.
But it's just like, it takes a little bit of pressure off your chest.
It
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
It takes
It
a little
does.
bit of pressure.
100%.
Because I'm
Yes.
assuming you guys come into any like space, not necessarily with your guard up, but maybe like with your guard up.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
Like
have
a
to.
little-
Because
Yeah.
you're always being judged. And I'm not one of those people who go sit here and say, I don't give a fuck what people think about me. Sometimes I do care what you think. Your opinion does matter about me.
Right,
Because I don't want
right.
anybody to have a false, I don't know. People who are so hell-bent on people having a negative narrative about them, it's something weird. I won't say weird. It's just, don't want that for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want
Why
you
is
to
that
have...
attractive? Like, why would you even want that for yourself?
People
though,
do,
for
you know,
real?
people thrive. Like, I don't have haters. I don't know anybody who hates me.
First of all, it's the people who claim they have the most haters who have none at
Who
all.
have
They
none.
Yeah.
created these
And then they
people
get
in
on
their
live
mind.
and it's just two people.
Right.
Right,
the
because
most
what are you
haters.
talking about? Like,
You know you got haters when you get on live and you got a whole bunch of people you don't even know.
Yep.
Because they want to
Talking
see what you got
crazy.
going.
Yeah.
What's going on?
To talk about the next thing.
I don't never acknowledge a hater. I don't ever want to acknowledge a hater because I don't ever want to think that somebody got some hate for me. Especially when I ain't do you nothing.
Mm-hmm.
especially in these kind of times, people are very weird. People
Very
are
weird.
very
Like,
weird.
they
So,
hate you
like,
for the worst.
Exactly.
They
People
may
losing
like
their
a
life
girl.
over stuff like that.
They may like a
that's
girl,
not-
but the girl like you. Now they hate you. Like, it's not my fault.
Now we got beef.
Like,
And on that note, bro,
that shit happens with me all the time,
I
bro.
don't, we not even
crazy.
gonna go there.
But you might not even know the girl. That's the other
don't-
part.
You don't know
about it.
both of them
might not
exist.
even
You don't know either one of them
okay.
exists.
Do you know
You
how
have
many?
no
yo,
idea.
You don't even know either one of them exists.
I
Like,
was
you know what I'm
sending
saying?
screenshots. I had a TED talk about that on my Instagram, and girls were sending me screenshots and having conversations with me like, "Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, my ex-boyfriend at the time, you know, he made me unfollow you. He was very uncomfortable with me just following you. He said I had a girl. I'm very. I'm not bragging on this. It's not even a bragging moment. I've known women who've actually had men put their hands on them just for acknowledging me.
Right.
I seen a
Weird
girl get
behavior.
dragged across the club for me and her having a conversation. I
Yeah,
stepped outside.
yeah.
I came back inside. Her body's going across tropical paradise.
A lot of these dudes are not confident
I'm like,
in
what?
they self, yo.
That is wild.
She comes to me the next day and tells me what happened. She's like, "Yo, you know that was over you? Excuse me? Yeah, he
That's
saw us
not-
talking over in the corner. I was hosting a party and it's me, her, and her other friend working the bar, and I'm just talking to them, chopping it up. I step outside, I come back in, her body's going across the floor.
And that's a him problem.
Yeah, 100%.
But once again, insecurities.
100%.
Because why would you ever do that?
You gotta be. That's why you gotta
That's
stay on
nuts.
your P's and Q's because there's a lot of people who do not know you, do not like you, but they're gonna hold some sort of hatred and resentment off of what they think you are because they're not comfortable
With
within
themselves. Yep.
And it all
sucks.
comes full circle. So this is why y'all need to go to Black Excellence, go to Chapters, and go to Doves.
Get
so you
dressed
need to
up, feel good
dressed
about
up
yourself,
so you can
so you
know.
can
So
stop
now
worrying
you
about
can
the
feel good about
outfit.
yourself. Yup.
So you can
Come
stop
to
worrying
the
about
Correy
the
K
next
event so
man.
you can see what it means to step out and be confident in yourself
Hello.
and put that shit on and get a different type of attention. Correy
Yep.
K, I want to thank you
That's
so
it.
much for
Nah,
coming
thank
through.
y'all, man. This show was
appreciate
dope.
it so
This
much.
show was
Thank you so
dope.
much.
And I'm glad it went deeper than fashion. Like, we spoke
Absolutely.
about
Yeah.
all aspects of life.
Absolutely.
And how fashion plays a part with everything.
Everything.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
look
yeah.
good, just feel good.
Right?
That's
You
it.
feel me? It plays
When
all
you
into
feel
mental
good, you
health and
treat other
everything.
people good. When you treat
Absolutely.
other people good, they treat you good.
Absolutely.
And it's
Very
just
true.
full
It's a
circle.
cycle, yeah.
Yeah.
Keeps on
Absolutely.
going.
So let the people know where they can find you. Let them know about any
Yes.
upcoming events that you have going on.
You can find me on Instagram at Correy K, CORREY_K. There you can find all my upcoming events. I got something in March coming up. We're doing Doves in Atlanta this year on Memorial Day. So get your all white ready. Then we got Tropez, we got Doves, and going back to Black Excellence.
At the end of the year.
It's at the end of the year, it's a lot, man. It's a lot we doing. I always say, well, I was saying that last year, this is a Jordan year, 23. So
Yes.
I want everybody to be the greatest that they could be. Be your own Michael Jordan this year. Be the MVP. And much success to you guys. The dress
Thank you,
code.
thank
It's going to be
you.
fire, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. And we are out.
That's it.
We out.